And
Thank
two
you, Elizabeth.
people who knew the Pope personally. Father Robert Hagan is a friend of Pope Leo and an Augustinian prior provincial at St. Thomas of Villanova. And Brendan Towell is the director of engagement at St. Augustine Preparatory School in New Jersey. He met and spoke with Pope Leo during a spiritual retreat back in 2010 then. Brendan, you spent quite a bit of time with our brand new Pope Leo a number of years ago. You shared a deeply spiritual experience with him. Can you tell us about it?
I can, Elizabeth. Thank you. Our paths actually crossed a few times before then, but we didn't get to meet. He visited my high school and my undergraduate college, and it wasn't until later we had a moment together in 2010. I was contemplating a vocation to the Augustinians myself, and I had an opportunity to speak to the Superior General of the Order, and I took it. And the time that he spent with me, I say it in the piece that I wrote about a week and a half ago. He really listened, and I think that made all the difference.
Yeah, well, apparently you just wrote an article quite recently about meeting him and your impressions of him, and then Cardinal Prevost, now Pope Leo, read the article right before the doors were sealed for the conclave.
Yes, I got that confirmation on Tuesday about 2:45 p.m. I got a message from another Augustinian friend of mine and Father Hagan's, Joe Farrell. He's the Vicar General of the Augustinian Order, and he let me know. He said, "I just want to let you know, I let Cardinal Prevost read your article, and he was really honored, and he asked you to pray for him and to pray for the cardinals."
Well, it looks like it looks like somebody was listening to your prayers.
Sure.
And by the way, that capacity to really truly listen, something that is some kind of a rare gift, will be important to Pope Leo in his new job. Father Hagan, what was it like at Villanova when you saw one of your own walk onto the balcony as Pope?
When he emerged from that balcony, it was like seeing a family member. I mean, you were just speechless as a brother Augustinian, as a Villanova alum, as someone we all knew and know as Bob. And I think the world has been blessed because we also know him to be an incredibly intelligent, a linguist, communicator, a bridge builder, who has a real soft heart for the poor. He has a sense of humor, a twinkle in his eye, and I think he loves people. And so for us to know what we knew, and of course, you're kind of quietly praying and hoping that maybe there's a chance that it could happen, but understanding that the odds are probably not so much. When he emerged there, people were speechless, people were crying, yelling and screaming, and it was just pure joy.
Yeah, you know, he's the first pope to be an Augustinian. Can you explain what that is? This is an order of priests who follow St. Augustine. Their focus is on charity. They serve the poor all over the world. They serve in hospitals, even in prisons.
Thank you. We take our charism, our inspiration from St. Augustine, who lived in the late 300s, early 400s. He was a sinner before he was a saint. He wasn't perfect. He was a prolific writer, preacher, and he's known as the Doctor of Grace. And he really believed that the presence of God could be encountered through friendship. And so a core Augustinian value is friendship. And so he lived under the foundational principles of caritas, unitas, veritas, truth, unity, and love. And so this is the foundation that the 14th has been. So I think the world is in for a treat as he continues to now lead and shepherd the flock with those values.
Well, this is a big job, and that is probably the biggest understatement I could make in this show. You know, already we have people going through his past postings on social media. He apparently had a Twitter account that he would post on. You know, followers of President Trump are deeply divided over his past criticism. We know that Pope Francis criticized the Trump administration on immigration. So he's wading into a politically fraught atmosphere, and I think the sense of sobriety and care, as well as personality that you've both described, will be really, really important going forward. Father Robert Hagan, Brendan Towell, thank you so much.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.